Hey there, sports card fans. I've got two pieces of mail, but this is the main one. I've wanted this card for a while, at least what I'm hoping is in here, because it had to go to the authenticator in California. So this package, or this card, went from New York State to California, and then back to New Jersey, which is where I am. And I actually just sold a card that had to go to the authenticator. So that went from New Jersey to California, and after the authentication, it's going to go to Pennsylvania. I have major issues with eBay's forced authentication service now, because, like, okay, I get it on ungraded cards, makes sense, but ungraded cards, it's really dumb and not necessary, and I don't like a card that I purchased going to a third party, and I don't like a card that I'm selling going to a third party. But unfortunately, that's the way it is now, so that's what we have to deal with if we're in this hobby. Anyway, so getting to this card. Okay, it is what I was expecting, so that's good. Actually, let me just make sure real quick that the serial number is the same, and this is the first time I've bought a card that was graded by SGC. I've sent cards in myself to SGC to be graded, but this is the first time I've bought one from SGC. And boy, oh boy, the serial number is small. Okay, 3281. Yes, it's the one that I purchased, so that's good. No shenanigans there. So here it is, as the title said. 1969-1970 Topps Lew Alcindor rookie card, number 25, graded a 2, and so Lew Alcindor, also known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest big men ever. Maybe the greatest. I mean, a case could be made for that. A case could be made for Bill Russell. Certainly a case could be made for maybe Hakeem Olajuwon or several others. Maybe the Joker. I don't know. It's a little too early for that, but the way he's going. Anyway, so the reason I wanted this, I actually didn't like Kareem for quite a while. And then I realized, wow, I was stupid, because the reason I didn't like him is because he often spoke out about all kinds of social issues and civil rights and stuff like that, and it was just like, I don't care about that stuff. But as I've gotten older, I started to care more about that stuff, and I realized that he was right about a lot of it, or maybe all of it. Anyway, so I'm refocusing my collection. I'm gonna sell a few cards to get some other cards of people that like this, someone who fought for civil rights issues and social issues and stuff like that. And I'm looking also, hopefully I'll get a Roberto Clemente rookie soon, because he did a lot for, well, he was killed doing humanitarian work. So, but there's even more about him that I really admire. And then a few others. I do also have that Bill Russell rookie. I think I did a video of it already, but if not, I'll have to do it at some point. But he did stuff for the civil rights movement as well. So these are people who not only were great players on the field or on the court, but also great people off the field or off the court. And I've been really um, so basically, all the things I didn't really like about Kareem years ago now are things that make me like him more. Um, so hey, how about that? People change. I bought this book. I didn't notice when I was doing research about his cards and whatnot. I realized he had recently written a book. We all want to change the world, and um, I've got it my bookmark there. I'm just using the cover as a bookmark, but I'm about a third of the way through it, and wow, it's fantastic. So I highly recommend picking that up if you are into the like subtitle, my journey through social justice movements from the 60s to today. So uh, if you care about stuff like that, it's definitely worth reading. um, okay, so enough about that. Super psyched that I finally got my card. Again, hate the eBay authentication process because I think it's unnecessary, and also PSA is the only company who does authentication for them, and they're way backed up. It took me more than, well, let's see. I bought this card on the 8th of September. It's the 25th. So it took 2.5 weeks. It took 2.5 weeks to get to me. Again, the seller was in New York State. I'm in New Jersey. So ridiculous. But anyway, moving on. Amazingly enough, I needed, where's this card? I needed, excuse me, 3 more cards to complete my 2004. I've been working on the set for 21 years now. That's awful, and I'm old. Um, my 2004 Score Football Scorecard Parallel set. I needed 3 cards. And shockingly, one showed up on eBay about a week ago. Um, in fact, was it? It was, no, 5 days. It only took 5 days for this card to come. The other one, it took 2.5 weeks. But anyway, so finally, rookie, Kiwan Ratliff. It's a little bit scratched up, not too bad. Scorecard, parallel. So now I'm down to needing... Is this going to focus or what? Come on. There we go. Down to needing 2 more cards for the set. Only 2. It's a 440 card set, and these cards are serial numbered to 625. So this is 231 of 625. All right. Oh, also, I mentioned Roberto Clemente before, but I'm also looking at guys like Jackie Robinson and Satchel Paige because, boy, especially after reading this book, man, we just there's a lot of stuff that needs to get better in the United States, and it's unfortunately not really getting that way. I feel like it's getting worse, but hopefully that will change. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you again next time. Don't forget to subscribe and be sure to stay safe out there.